Really stood out. Day two were those the battle drills, whether it was 1v1 or 2v2. What did you see from those that pleased you the most?
That they stayed in the fight the whole time. And, whoever they were going up against, it made it hard for them as well. So the battles were good. We did this drill last year too as well on the second day. But today was very intense, and I love that. And again, sometimes you do those drills and you lose the puck and okay, it's over. They stayed in the fight. They stayed in the battle, and they went after the loose puck, and the guy who didn't have it went after it hard. So, I really like the drill.
As you mentioned, there will be lots of skating the first couple of days of training camp, and there has been. With the two preseason games coming up, though, on Sunday and Monday, do you taper back a little bit tomorrow, or is it still heavy metal jacket?
No, it's training camp, day 3. We're going to keep pushing. I got to make sure that we're ready to go October 11th. So we told them it was going to be a tough training camp, and they went through it last year. They know we're playing exhibition games day 4 and 5. Get ready for it, and that's our job, is to get them ready for it. So, no, we'll keep pushing.
Rick, on the subject of contact in these battle drills, is there such a thing as too much? Like, do you remember Brendan Dillon's first year here a couple of years ago? He trucked a few guys in his first skate and seemed to catch some guys by surprise. We see Adam out there; he's throwing the body around. Like, do you like that? And is there such a thing as too much of that?
We're all Winnipeg Jets, so it gets too much if the gloves come off. So that's when you know, okay, we're toning it down a little bit. But what I've seen, we're not even close to that. The battles are clean. There's no mugging. There's no tackling. There's no hits from behind. It's all been clean, and it's all part of hockey. And we all know in the trenches you win and lose games. So we want to be better in that area. Then we're just going to keep pushing at it.
You had some camps in your past where gloves have come off? Maybe in the 80s and the 90s?
The 70s, you ought to have seen those camps. Wow. They were fun. Honestly, not in a long time. And I think we've even had, I remember having some pre-camp meetings. Okay, listen, we're all on the same team here. We want you to work. We want you to compete. We do not want you fighting each other, fight the opposition. We haven't had to have that conversation because it's toned down a lot. So, yeah.
What's the value of having a Swiss Army knife type of player? I mean, you have several on the roster, but I think of Alex Iafallo, a guy that, can get you a goal, can protect the lead, can kill penalties, can be in your power play. What does it mean to have a player like that at your disposal?
It's like Vladdy, man. It's a lot of good options, and injuries happen, and you have to have some guys in your roster that are going to be able to slide into right wing, left wing in different roles and in different situations, and not change their game. Some guys, they're on, all of a sudden they're playing in the top 2 lines. Oh, I got to change my game. But you're talking about Alex, and you're talking about Vlad and guys like that. They don't change their game. They just still play the same way. And that's just as important, that be able to have them move them around. But the worst thing they can do is change the way they play. And we don't want that. If we move them around, that's why we move them around, to trust them to play their game.
Yesterday, I think you mentioned Winnipeg was really good. You guys were really good at getting pucks into the slot last year, but not doing more with them. What does that mean? How does that get measured in terms of pucks into the slot, and how do you do more with it?
Well, we're just going by the analytics that Matt takes from the league, and we were the number 1 team in terms of getting the puck in there. And as I said, that didn't reflect on our goals for, so we got to improve that. So what was that? It's one of 3 things when you're getting the puck there and the goals for. You're either making an extra play, right? You're passing it away from that area. You're taking too long to shoot, and it's getting blocked, or you're missing the net. So those are the 3 things that it's nice to sit here and say that, but it doesn't. It has to materialize into a goal or a rebound or something. So we're going to be putting a lot of focus on that area as well, because we do want to score more. I think we were 12th in metrics and everything last year, but that's still not good enough. We want to be a lot lower than that.
So that's passes into the slot then, or like you guys have possession?
We're getting the puck in there because of good playmaking, but then we're not doing enough with it. But pretty much the bottom line.
Rick, what's the latest with Nikolai and Colby Barlow?
Colby has the flu. If he skates tomorrow, it'll probably be with the other group, the Group C, to give him a chance to get his legs back. And I'm very, very doubtful that Nick will skate tomorrow again. There's no sense rushing him back and just keep aggravating this thing. We want to get rid of it now.
Like
Is there more of a? Is there a concern? Is there the concern?
No, it's just some spasms. So could he skate? Yeah, but why bother? If it's going to act up again and we're going to deal with this for a week, we want to get it resolved now.
What goes in the decision to pair a guy like Josh Morrissey with a guy like Elias, and not just right-handed shot defenseman, that sort of thing, but is there more to that than just
Just heard a lot of good things about him, and you watch him skate and you watch him move the puck. He's got the skills, he's got all that. So let's give him a veteran like Mo who's going to talk to him and help him out. That's the role of veterans in those scenarios. We know Mo's going to be with Mel, but let's give these kids a chance to play with a guy like Mo, and it's going to help them down the road.
more of a future-looking element to it as well? Like,
Skates. Some of our veterans, I mean, our guys are in great shape. That's not for them. It's for those young guys to understand. You're coming to an NHL camp, you better be in shape, and you better be in top of shape, because some of those skates, some of those guys are faltering at the end. So the message kind of is them is, okay, you're going to come to camp next year, you've got to improve your conditioning.
this last one for me. The bag skates. What's the benefit of doing that? You're sitting there, you're watching the stop clock.
Sometimes, man, there's nothing better than just flat out skating, right? No pucks, nobody hanging all over you. Don't worry about me. Just flat out skate at a high tempo, and that helps you. actually, when you get into the drills, it helps you. It may not, the players don't feel like it, but it does. You just get used to skating fast. And so we want to play faster than just put them in some shits where just flat out skate as fast as you can.
Nobody needed a pocket.
Nope.
Rick,
Coaches included.
Just in terms of what Scotty was asking about with Salomonsson, with Morrissey, because of Nikolai's situation, a guy like Danny Zhilkin gets a chance to skate with Cole and Nino. Is that going to be kind of a rotational thing to give all young guys a little bit of a crack at it while Nick's getting better? Or?
Not all guys, no, because we've
It's
got to.
earned then?
And what we see, but again, we've got to get some chemistry developed with some of our veterans, and we do. And we've got 3 new players coming up, and they're all good players, and Rasmus and Gabe and Alex. We've got to let them develop some chemistry. So some of these the kids won't take their spot, because it's more important for us to get those 3 guys ready to have some chemistry when the season starts.